So you see, like that's like the whole strategy on doing this. And then now you see, so this is what I do, yeah, but when I have this project, and what I would do if I want to make another song, I know it's gonna be hard if I have to start everything from scratch. So I just duplicate this as a new version, and then now I come here and then change these drums. So I'm making another song from the same project. So see, just so now I'm trying to make another song from the same project. So I have that, and then so now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come here. I know we've been using these chords, so now I'm just gonna get rid of them, and then I need to make different chords. So I'm just gonna stretch these, but now I also want to change the sound because I don't want to also make it too obvious that it's that. Just look for this TIFF piano. Then what I want to do is just ungroup these and then get rid of these. Then you see, can't hear anything. Okay, I have that, and then I just need to find the right sound. Hey, this thing is hitting my ear. Oh. So I have that. Then now I'm making another song from the same project. Then I just want to do that, and then I'm gonna cut the end since it's overlapping. Sometimes if I do the Q thing, it doesn't cut anyway. See, so now we have like another song from the same project. I'm just gonna get rid of this vocal, and then I'm gonna record a new thing. I don't know what to record, but let's just record. Welcome to the deep world. I want to focus on the sound check. Yeah. You're gonna start on the left, and then you go on the right, and then you swing back to the center. You see, so I just recorded that, which is just a small phrase which I want to route it on 7. So I'm just gonna put it on 7. And then we have just switch off this. Then I have this. Welcome to the deep world. So you just have that. I want to focus on the sound check. Yeah. You're gonna start on the left, and then you go on the right, and then you swing back to the center. So now you see I need to do the bass. So on the bass, I'm just gonna put the pattern of the bass which we're using. I think it's not this one. Where is it? Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna go to a different pattern of the bass and then just have here. So then I'm gonna go to the sub bass, then plot it. I don't know if I press Q it doesn't cut. I don't know what's wrong. And then I'm just adding this slide. You see, just that I'm just adding slide. And then you go on the right. Hey, Vinci. Guys, you are not doing Vince, eh? You guys supported me. And then you go on the right. Just gonna push this thing up, so it's just pull it up. And then you go on the right. And then you go on the right. And then you go on the right. And then you swing, swing, swing. Back to the center. Swing. Back to the center. Swing. Swing. You see, the thing is, just record myself back to the center. Don't need the swing. Let's remove the back to the center. Okay, so now I have that. You see, like if you listen to the phrase, let's start here. This phrase is talking, ne? Now you need headphones. We start with the phrase. Saying gonna start on the left. Gonna start on the left. You are hearing this phrase, ne? This thing have a meaning, pad. Gonna start on the left. Are you listening? And then you go on the right. And then you swing. See, so now I want to do something like that. Start on the left, go on the right to swing, and then back to the center. So what I'm gonna do on the bass, I'm just gonna add the fruity balance, then create an automation here, and then now I have that automation here. Just wanna copy this value so that I don't lose it. So this one is saying start on the left. Which one is the left? I don't know. We're gonna hear. That's the left, and then now we go on the other side to see. Listen. Start on the left, and then you go on the right. You see, and then what do we want to do? And then from here, we want to do the swing. Yeah, the swing is just gonna, I don't know how I'm gonna start with the swing, but I think if I do an S, I'll be able to. Then I can go back to the center. The swing, I need to do it there, so it's like a sine wave sort of. Just gonna paste this. I need to do the swing here. If I think I use pulse and then I get this, you see, this will create this wobble thing. Switch, you swing up and down, then push this thing up. And then now I have start on the left. You see, and then you go on the right. If you're using headphones, you'll feel what I'm doing. And then you swing. Put headphones and listen. Start on the left. And then you go on the right. And then you swing. Back to the center. So back to the center, what I was thinking is when you say back to the center, maybe I can spread it using this one. What is it? This one. So I'm just gonna use 0 and then just gonna switch it off and then just switch it on for that part, and then after switch it off. So I'm just gonna select this part, and then from here now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna create an automation here, and then so which means when it gets, you see now it's using, I need to put so the single curve, and then here I just want to push it up once it's done, and then push it down so that it doesn't mess up with a lot of things. Okay, so now we start. So we play it from here. Welcome to the deep world. I want to focus on the sound check. I will show you. Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna start on the left, and then you go on the right. See, and then you swing back to the center. Let's see. So we get that. And then now, how I created the automations. You can create automation with this option. So this curve, I used this wave. So what you just need to do to come in the middle and control this threshold, and then you need to just move the wave, like you see. So to move it like that. Okay, so now we're here. Remember, we took a project. So now, which means we need to change this part. So now I'm just gonna switch off this and switch off this. See. See, since we took a song, so I just want to say I like that part, so I'm just gonna take this and just duplicate it here, and then yeah, I'm gonna upload it on YouTube for sure, King. And then now, since this sound is the same as that, I'm just gonna come here, paste the same thing, then just push this thing up, and then that's what I have. And then now I know. So what we can do, we can maybe repeat this part, and then once we done repeating this part, then we can change this bass to sounds different. Just gonna move this one somewhere here, since I just want to reuse it, and then it's gonna cut this part and just take this, put it here. So now I'm gonna play it from here. We're gonna start on the left. See, so I have that, and then you go on the right, and then you swing back to the center. Then I'm gonna start on the left, see, and then you go on the right, and then you swing back to the center. So you see now, we already have this. So on this part, we need to come up with something now, because we can't like repeat the same thing. Yeah, but we can repeat the same thing, but in a creative way. So now what I'm thinking is, what I want to do, I'm just gonna try and take this and see if I can use that as a bass. So I'm just gonna go to where the low drum is, then just put this thing here. Then I'm gonna paste it. But what I'll need to do, I'll need the other chords, because those chords, they're gonna be like my guide. So I'm looking for the chords that I just copy. They're here. I'm just gonna copy them. Then I'm just gonna put a sampler or an empty or blank or anything. I don't know what's the sampler. I think FL removed it. It's fine. I'm just gonna put anything. I'm not gonna be using this. I'm just gonna use the ghost, because I want to use the ghost. So now I'm just gonna put it here. Push it down. Just a simple bass line looks like this. Then you can, I don't know, maybe push it down. See, just that, and then freestyling. Push this thing up. so I can get rid of these. And then from here, see, so now what I want to do, I'm just gonna take this part of the vocal, since I think it's just gonna be useful for us to fill up this empty space. Welcome to the deep world. See, welcome to the deep world. Just have that. That's it. I want to focus on the sound check. Yeah, you're gonna start on the left, and then you go on the right, and then you swing back to the center. Now you get here. You're gonna start on the left. So now I need to go with this sound here, put it here. Since I don't want to change, need to keep the same energy. You're gonna start on the left, and then you go on the right, and then you swing back to the center. Switch off this. You're gonna start on the left, and then you go on the right, and then you swing back to the center, just like that. So you see, although here it needs some creativity, like I know here what I'm thinking of, since it doesn't change the way I like it, because I know that look drum is just different when it gets to that part, and then it also make it to sound somehow. I think maybe we can also have something like this there, yeah, bro. So what I can do, I'm just gonna select this part, then just gonna create an automation here. Hopefully it works. Then what I want to do is just gonna drop it, like I don't know why it's doing this, but anyway, then push this thing up. Then now I want to create a hold here. I need to create another one. Push this one up, then this one, take this just like that. Why? I think the hold is doing nonsense, eh? Single, not cold. Yeah, makes sense. Single. Then now I have that. So now move this thing to here. Okay, that's the wrong one. I think I need to invest, ne? Like this, then like that, then up. I think. Flip, it doesn't do what I want. Just gonna use the mute, it's fine. How can I use the mute here? Just gonna create just like that, and then when it gets here I switch it off like this, then it will be off like that. Okay, now it's off. And then again, just copy the same part and put it on the other side, so that it's also off on the other side. Just need to stretch it. Take this part and put it on the other side. So now just gonna put this here, then just make this thing small and take this and put it here. No, here, like this. Ish, that's quick. It's fast this way. Why the reading of, I don't know. Anyway, why it's doing this? Maybe just, unless you're telling me this is on. This is confusing here now. And which one is on? Which? No, that automation is doing things that I don't like, eh? So I don't know what's wrong with the automation. There's like something wrong here which is messing up my thinking. I see what's happening. Okay, I'm just gonna create another automation. I know I can bind it. So it needs me to, by default, it needs me to uncheck it and then create it by default, so it will work like, see, so it's doing the thing just like that. So it doesn't want me to start with the first one, then just like that. I'm gonna start on the, and then look, so you see, let me play the whole thing now. Okay, just like that. Then see, just keep it simple like that, and then welcome to the deep world. I want to focus on the sound check. Yeah, you're gonna start on the left and then you go on the right and then you swing back to the center. You're gonna start on the left and then you go on the right and then you swing back to the center. Welcome to the deep world. Welcome to the deep world. I want to focus on the sound check. Yeah. I'm gonna start on the left and then you go on the right and then you swing back to the center. And then you go on the right and then you swing back to the center. Mara King is easy. Am I lying? Left. But I'm not lying. This is always easy. And then you go on the right. Okay, let's do the penning. So let's just do the penning only, so you see like what I did. I'm just gonna save it as a different version. So let's just do the penning, so you see. So with the penning, there's two ways of doing this penning. You can do it inside here, here, and then you just right click and then you just choose pen and then you pen here. But I didn't want to pen here because it's hard to do the swing here. So I'm just gonna leave it as is, and then what I do, I will show you. Let me just put one long note and then I'm just gonna do it here on this part only here. So I'm just gonna put the bass here. Let me just put this, and then I put the bass, our bass. See, so this is our bass. So if you want to do the swing there using the penning, so I'm gonna come to the bass, which is the bass, right? And then I'm gonna add the fruity balance, this one, fruity balance, which is the stock plugin. And then we're gonna create an automation here. This is the balance to say left or right. So if I push it on the left, even without penning, creating the automation, you get, you see, right? So you see what you get. So you get that. So now what I want to do is I want to create an automation here. And then now with this automation that I have, so now I can, so which means if I push it down, I'm gonna get left. If I push it up, I'm gonna get the right. So I'm gonna copy the value here since I wanna paste the same value. So now we're here. This is our base. So check, if I create a point here and then it's using this, I need to, I think, smooth, yeah. And then if I put smooth and then just do that, push this thing like that, let's see. You see what we get? You see it's moving. And then now if I create another one and then push this thing up, which means you're gonna get the other one. So get, like, it's more like a step yarn and then paste to get, let's see. You see, you get that. And then now when you want to create the swing, more like a wobble, I don't know why I'm calling it a swing, but it's just a wobble. So the wobble, you just need the point on. So on the last point, this one, so I'm gonna add 2. So on the last point, this one, what do you want to do here? You want to right click and choose wave or pulse rather than smooth. So if I choose wave, you see what I get. So now if I come here in the middle of the wave that I created here, you see there's this small point. If you mess around with this small point, this one, you get this. See, look, see, if I choose pulse and then I get that, you see. And then, but you can change this wave to sine if you press it, if you just press it and then it change to a sine rather than a wave. This is the wave, and then if you press it and then it change to a sine, so now, which means if I create another point here, then just select smooth, I want to keep it here, and then I push this one down, and then here I'm pushing this one up. So you see what's gonna happen is to say to start down with on the left, right, left, right, left, right, and then you get that wobble. Let me play it now. You start left, center, and then it's right, center, wobble. So you get that, but you need to adjust this in order to get that nice wobble. See, so you see, just get this sound which is moving to the left and right, left and right. And then the other one of the center, which I usually use the spread. So to get the sound which you can spread, especially because sometimes this center doesn't feel nice because it's just a bass, and a bass, it don't spread. So what you can do is you put this one. So I decided to put this one for the center. So, and then if you get, see the difference? If I put this one, you get, like, it just create this automatic wobble. So now if I play, so yeah, just like that. So like that's the whole process. So yeah,